So who owns your favorite animes? In this video, I'll be covering who exactly owns your favorite anime and who you should be talking to make your second season of your favorite anime. Now, of course, like I said in other videos, second seasons can really just vary, and it really does depend on how much money they are thinking they can really just make in general. Because remember, they are a company, this is a business, they don't really care about your feelings. It's cool that you like their product, but they really want you to spend more money on your favorite anime. Now, if that's a topic that you are interested in, make sure to go and watch that video after watching this video. That way you don't miss out on any information on the topic. But we're not really going to be talking about a second season. Like I said, we're going to be talking about who owns your favorite anime. Now, this question came from Song Fruko, and we had a discussion back and forth about this topic in general. If you want to go look at that discussion, you can go on to my video, Dogs and Scissors. Great anime, by the way. And she gave me the question of, is there any way to contact the company so they can make it or make the second season of it? I was going to give her a very quick response and saying, no, it probably wouldn't be easy to contact them, but it would be easy to know who actually owns your favorite anime. And I had to think about it for a quick second. I was like, okay, so who owns the animes? Just to make sure I did my research again. I was like, okay, cool. So my anime news actually did have this topic already covered, so it's just very easy to read up on and find out who owns your favorite animes. So in My Anime's case, for the example of the video, they use Clannad. So this also has another question from another fan or viewer, so we'll be just including Chris. So Chris says, while watching Clannad for the first time, I noticed that Pony Canyon leads in the production committee. They're listed on the top of the credits. Do they own the show, or is it Kyoto Animations? Is it like how there are higher-ups in the film that can call the big shots but aren't necessarily the owner? In this case, who is the owner? So just to catch you guys back on the anime process and who owns and who's producing, studios, licensors, let's just go into a quick video on the production committee. When an anime gets produced, several companies share the initial investment in the product. And in exchange, each gets a seat at the table while the series is being planned, filmed, that kind of stuff. And each gets some right or ability according to their company's ability. This is known as the production committee, if you didn't already know, or the Seisaku Ikai in Japanese. And nearly every anime made in the last 10 to 15 years has one, and they still do today. Quick flash. Together, the companies on the committee are the owners of the show. So right now, during the video, I want you not to pause, but just go to my anime list and put in your favorite anime. If you do so, you'll find that given any anime, they have a producers, aka a production committee. And you'll find that either maybe 1 to maybe 5 or 6 people own that anime. Many anime fans like to think that the American publishers, like Funimation, Crunchyroll, like that they own the show, or they are owners of the show, but they are very, very rarely actually the owners. They are always beholden to the licensors in Japan, who are in turn beholden to the production committee. In fact, it's usually the licensor's job to present new licensing offers to the committee and try to sell them on whatever deal they struck. The committee members must also discuss every major decision in regards to the show before moving forward, so they can clearly figure out the direction, of the show for the best interest of everyone involved. And who is on the committee, you must be asking? There's usually a fairly steady roster of companies. So the next minute's gonna be kind of rough. There's gonna be a lot of information being thrown at you. I apologize right now, but if you want to know, here we go. I'll try and make it very quick. So, for example, a show's production committee might include the publisher of the original manga, which will, benefit hugely the marketing push that the anime will receive. A home video publisher in Japan, say like King Records or Pony Canyon, a toy company like Bandai, a game publisher like Sega, a music publisher like Avex or Sony Music, and an international rights sales company like V Rights. I have no idea about them, but there could be a TV network, a movie studio, a talent agency, an ad agency, and trading card game companies. You understand what I'm saying here, right? There are really about only 30 companies that are hugely, heavily involved in making of your favorite animes, but you understand what I'm saying here. A lot of people, a lot of companies can own some of your favorite animes, and it's not just your, animation studios. Each of those companies, usually ranging 5 to 6 of them put up some money, and therefore all of them are partial owners of the show. I know it's a lot of information. Let me just try and rearrange it like this. So take your favorite anime, and it's going to be called like this new company, right? Your favorite anime is a new company, and the members of the committee are all shareholders of that company. So I know with all that information and like seeing that there could be a lot of people involved, the easier questions like, so who is not part of the production committee? So like I said earlier, the animation studios are one. They are very, 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 very rarely of being part of that group. Usually they are just the contracted laborers, you know, the hired people you have make the anime at the request of the production committee. International publishers such as Funimation's are very, very, very rarely part of that committee. That only seems to happen once every couple of years. It is tough to say. Actually, let me pull this up just because I want to make sure I got this right. So, Kami no Tao. We're going to look up Kami no Tao because I'm a little interested. I don't really know. We all know about Crunchyroll's involvement of Kami no Tao by now, I hope. Producers, Sega. Yeah, nah, still even then, like, I was gonna say, okay. So yeah, I just pulled up, say, like, Kami no Tao. Even their involvement with Crunchyroll, with it basically being, like, one of Crunchyroll's animes, still, there are a lot of people involved with the producers and the licensors and studios of, say, an anime we thought was mainly like Crunchyroll's. At least that's what I thought. But I'll probably go do a deep dive on Kami no Tao and learn exactly all the pieces involved with that. I just felt that was an interesting little look-see. But like, back to this. Like I said earlier, it really is tough to know with absolute certainty from the outside looking in who exactly is owning your favorite anime, who is even really a part of the committee with all this power, since the decision making itself is typically a conscious process with representatives of all those companies literally sitting at the same table, meeting up about the same project, in many cases of them wielding a lot of power. Any one of them could go rogue, which could make it difficult for others. In many cases, all of them have to sign off on big decisions like casting decisions, international rights sales, merchandising, partnerships, so forth. You get it, right? While it's hard to say with absolute like certainty and have all this concrete evidence, usually we just go by who's in the listing from top to bottom of who paid the most, paid the least. And usually it's kind of just right, really. It's easier to just look that way. It's like, okay, this company paid more than this company. So in the example that was used in the video, let's go with Clannad. So from the outside looking in, it's easier to say that Pony Canyon owns the majority of Clannad. Do we know that for sure? No, we don't, but we can just say, hey, I think that's the case. And usually it looks to be the case, at least from what they're saying as well. So yeah, I hope you guys found that helpful, and now you understand a little bit more about the production side of the animes, or your favorite animes, and you understand, hey, there were a lot of moving pieces involved. Your favorite licensors that show you the anime are not really the ones who actually make the anime, one, or own the anime, two. They're just the ones basically showing you the anime. And I like to think of them as like a Twitch or just a YouTube, you know, just showing you the anime rather than actually owning or having, you know, built the anime. But like I said, hope you guys found this helpful, got a lot of information. Keep asking questions for sure. Makes it easier so I know what you guys actually want to watch. Yep, see, keep putting in questions. BarryAnime out. Peace. Yo,